To those of you joining us today, thank you for watching the Woburn Spotlight. I'm your host, Tyler Gates, here to bring you some positivity by talking to those in town, making big strides for the greater good. Today I'm really fortunate to have with me Brian Ouellette, who is the Executive Director of the Woburn Public Media Center, the beautiful space that we're currently in.
Yep, that's great. Thanks for having me, Tyler, on your show.
Long commute today from about 20 feet over there.
From my office. Yeah, I just walked over.
Yeah, so I'm glad we're finally doing this. It's kind of probably too long. We should have done it a year ago.
You've been doing your show for what, 2 years now? Something like that?
About a year and a half, yeah.
Yeah, a year and a half.
Approaching 2 years.
Yep.
But yeah, you have a community day coming up. We want to speak a little bit about that, but just for anyone that doesn't know you, do you mind just sharing a little bit about you and what brought you to the Woburn Public Media Center?
Yep. So I've been the executive director here for about 7 years now. I started in 2011 when Bill Bishop left and went on to bigger and better things in his life. So I've been with the Woburn Historical Society before that, a couple of years before that, and I've been doing documentary films for them. So the word got out in the community that I might be someone who could do this job. So I sent a resume in, interviewed, and I actually went back for a couple of interviews, and they finally decided to choose me. So here I am. So I've been here for 7 years. I love the job. We have a great crew here, as you know, and we do a lot of stuff for the community. So it's going very well.
Good. And I know personally I've got to meet you and the crew, and you're right that everyone's a delight, and coming in is awesome and fun. I'd pretty much call you guys a hidden gem, though. I mean, I feel like a lot of people in town don't know where you exist, if that you do exist, and you guys are doing a lot. You guys are at a lot of events and games, and do you mind just talking a little bit about what the goal of the media center is? And
yeah, so that's part of I think part of my job is to try to get the word out more that the media center is here for the people who live and work in Woburn. Mm-hmm. So it's not here for us to do shows. It's to get ideas from the community, for the community to come in. They can use the equipment here and do their own talk shows. And someone like Ed Walker, who retired a couple of years ago now, he did a show about Woburn for 10 years. So that's kind of what we're here for. And we just have to kind of get the word out and let the public know that's why we're here. Mm-hmm. But as far as stuff that we do, we do a lot for the community. I love the fact that we're in the school because we teach 2 classes, TV Production 1 and TV Production 2. It's a 2.5 credit elective course for the students here, and the students who come in and take the class seem to enjoy it. And I think it was just good vision for when Woburn Public Media Center first started. It was in 2005, it was in one room at the senior center over on School Street. So, all the broadcasting equipment was in one room. So when they were building the new school, which opened in 2006, the mayor at the time, John Curran, had the foresight of seeing a media center inside the school. So they built it into the plans. And they did a great job, and here we are inside the school. So it's great for the students that are here. They come and they do the morning announcements every morning. That's broadcast live to each of the classrooms, and they also have the opportunity, like I said, to take our classes. But what I also want to do is to make sure that it's accessible to the middle schools and the younger kids who aren't up here and see it every day. Mm-hmm. So last summer we had a summer video course up here. So there's about 12 middle school kids that came in and did our course. So that way they know we're here when they do come up to the high school level, and they're excited about it. And so I think that's a good thing too,
like
to
kind of
get the word out. Yeah, it was. The kids, they loved it, and they did 2 short videos. It was a 2-week course. So the first week was basically teaching them the equipment and kind of like the technological part of it, the technology. And the second part is they sat down and they wrote a script and they acted it out, and they got to use a green screen and did some fun stuff with it. So it was a pretty good project for them.
So was that smaller team based, or was that the group as a whole made the second part?
Yeah, what we did was we broke them up into 2 groups.
Okay.
So there was groups of 2 groups of 6. Mm-hmm. And it was good because they got to sit down and kind of brainstorm what they wanted to do. When you're in a group, sometimes your idea is not going to come across and be the one that everyone goes with. So there's a lot of compromise there. Mm-hmm. And they were just at a great age level where they compromised and everybody was happy. And Everyone got to participate the way they wanted to, so it all worked out really well for them. So
Are you guys expecting to do that next year?
yeah, absolutely. We'll do it again
Okay.
this summer, usually in July when we
Okay.
kind of slow down a little bit. So we'll get the word out, we'll get flyers out, and see who signs up for it next year too. But we're hoping to keep that going.
Absolutely.
Because that kind of gets the word out too to the younger people that it's up here. So,
Yeah. So you guys do morning announcements. Kids, I know, or not kids, young adults, I should call them.
Yeah, I call them students.
Students.
You call them kids.
Yeah.
They're not kids anymore.
I can't call them kids. Some of them look like they're older than me.
Yeah.
So they're able to use this facility, and I know you guys are doing a lot in town as well, like viewing or city hall meetings, things like that.
Yep,
You
city
guys have a
council meetings at
couple of
City Hall,
channels, too.
a whole bunch of different governmental meetings at City Hall we cover, school committee over at the Joyce. But there's a lot of other stuff we do. We record a lot of the sports, so soccer outside, indoor, volleyball we cover here. Football on Fridays. We've had 5 football games in a row on
yeah.
Fridays. So, and we get, from the classes, we get volunteers. Students help us volunteer and either run a camera or help us out in some way in the community. There's events on the Common, the gold lighting event for childhood cancer, and we just had the Going Pink for breast cancer. So we have volunteers that go out on the Common and record those ceremonies as well, which is good.
Yeah. You guys are definitely doing a lot, and I know one of the main reasons we got together today was Community Media Day. I know the Community Media Day itself and the date that we're having an open house are a little different, so do you mind speaking to that a bit as well?
Yep, I'll explain that. So Community Media Day started 2 years ago in Brooklyn. And the Alliance for Community Media kind of caught on to that and kind of made October 20th Community Media Day. So every year on October 20th. Now this year, October 20th falls on a Saturday, so we're not open on Saturday. So in conjunction with that, Freedom of Speech Week starts October 22nd, which is a Monday. Mm-hmm. So we're going to actually celebrate Community Media Day, if I can say it, on October 24th, Wednesday.
Yep.
So we're here till 8 o'clock anyway, so we're going to have it from 6 to 8 on Wednesday. And basically it's just, it's an open house for the community to come in. They can get a tour of the studio, see what we do here. We'll have refreshments. We'll have demonstrations. They can come in and meet the staff. And it's just kind of it's a laid-back open house. Mm-hmm. And the reason for it is kind of it promotes free speech and awareness of community media. We're just trying to get the word out that this is here, and it's for people in Woburn. The media is accessible for all, and that's what we're trying to promote.
Yeah.
So
for the community itself, individuals that live here, like you said, and businesses that kind of work here and serve this area, what have you guys seen? I know Ed Walker had a fantastic show for 10 years about Woburn. I guess just for people out there maybe thinking about this and how to apply it, what are you seeing maybe other communities do that you'd like to potentially adopt, or what are the hopes and visions kind of for people moving forward the next couple of years here?
Yeah, I think what I want to do is get more youth involved.
Okay.
A lot of other media centers have more youth involvement. The middle school level, which I was trying to do with the summer class. That's why we had that. Because it's kind of, I just feel like it's kind of isolated to the high school students right now because we're here in the high school, and we're kind of away from the middle schools. So that's what I want to try to do. And also, like I said, to let people know that they can come in and start their own show. Dr. Scott Full has been doing a show for, I think he's been doing his show for 8 or 9 years as well.
Really?
We have Susan Cawley that does a show that advocates for disabled children. So that's the type of people that we like to get in here. And anyone that wants to come in and they can talk about politics, sports. We used to have a lot of sports shows too that's popular among young.
I bet that would be.
Young students like to come in and talk about the Red Sox and the Patriots.
Yeah.
And, so anything like that. And we also do a show about all the clubs here at the high school called Getting Involved at WMHS. So we have volunteers that come in and do that too. And what they do is they'll interview the leaders of the clubs and talk about their club. And if anyone wants to join, here's the dates we have meetings and stuff like that. So that's good too for the schools. They can see that and join the specific clubs around here.
Yeah, so it definitely sounds like getting the youth involved will help kind of spark a lot more opportunity as people kind of grow up, or as years go by too, get more involved here.
Yep.
So I know one of the things, just kind of change the topics, one of the things that you guys do that's really cool and gets a lot of views every year, is you guys are involved with the Lip Dub. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
Yep.
a big one.
So the yearbook staff coordinates the Lip Dub, but we help out a lot with the technology and,
Right.
and stuff like that, and the cameras and the editing. There's really not that much editing because it's supposed to be done, it is done in one take, but sometimes we'll have like a little preview thing before, like a little skit or something before
Yeah.
it and after it. So that's kind of where the editing comes in. But
Right.
but there's a lot of planning that goes along with that, and Sue Tifo and Michelle Getherall are the advisors that help plan that, and the yearbook staff too, the students that are involved with the yearbook. They're the group leaders that get the different clubs involved in the school. And the cool thing about that is the whole school's involved.
Yeah.
So, every club, every sport, so.
Everything.
Yeah, it's a really neat thing for the school to do, and it's won awards.
Yeah.
So the Alliance for Community Media has a hometown media awards every year, and the Lip Dub has won twice. And also we also did help with an MCAS preparation video for the students, and that also won an award a couple of years ago. So
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So
You guys getting recognized then, huh?
yeah, we
That's great.
we do a lot for the community, and we're here and accessible for all. That's really our goal.
So for anyone that wants to come down, absolutely come down on the 24th, 6 to 8. There'll be some
Yep.
refreshments, I assume, some people just gathering, networking,
Yeah,
saying
we'll have
hello.
tours, and you can meet the staff, and yeah, definitely. 'Cause it's just a kind of a networking event too. You can just come in and.
For
you know,
anybody
talk.
that potentially can't make it on the 24th, if they saw this and said, I would love to see it, or I'd love to learn more, how would they get a hold of you? Should they reach out through the website?
Yeah, anyone can either call us and reach out to the website, and we'll have that on the screen for them. The phone numbers and the website, because I'm
Okay.
not, my brain's mush right now. I can't think of it, but
Not trying to put you on the spot there. We'll throw it up on the TV.
yeah. But anyone can make an appointment and
Yep.
come in, and we have we have cameras here that the community can borrow if they have an event that they want to just do on their own. They can also take a camera class and an editing class. So we can get them going on projects that they want to do in the community, and those are some of the other services that we can provide for them. So we're always here for technical support too. Sometimes we get people who just call up and want to find out about certain things that a camera does, and and how they if they have a problem, like I can't get this to work or something. So we're here for that too.
Troubleshooting, yeah.
Yeah, troubleshooting and stuff like that.
I wouldn't
so.
have thought of that, but yeah,
Yeah.
you guys are
Yeah,
dealing
we
with
get
it. You
all
guys
kinds
deal with
of
it on such a regular
calls.
basis that people are probably like, help, right? What do I do here?
Right, exactly, yeah.
And I know from an outsider looking in, the technology is hard to understand, like what goes into it behind the scenes. And for anyone that can't see, I'd love if you could just speak to a moment of what you have here, the abilities that you have here, because again, I don't think anyone watching from that side of the screen can truly
Yeah,
appreciate
it is
it.
tough to tell from that, but we basically have a full studio with 3 professional studio cameras and switching equipment in the control room that has professional audio board, a switcher for all 3 cameras. There's graphics, lighting, so that everything is controlled in that one room. So it's kind of, people come in, that we'll be able to show them the control room too, and see all the technology that's there and how we control everything.
Really is
in
impressive.
this room. So yeah, and also in the school we have there's 3 cameras in the auditorium. No, there's 4 cameras in the auditorium and 3 in the gymnasium.
Okay.
So we can record right from an office in here with robotic cameras for volleyball, basketball, and any event that goes on in the auditorium where we want to record. There's a whole ton of stuff going on. It seems like almost every night.
Yeah.
It was financial aid night last night, so we
Yep.
recorded that for the parents that couldn't make it. So we'll put that on our website as well.
That's great.
So they can rewatch it at their convenience, and not have to be here at a specific time. So
That's huge.
we try to work with the school and help out anytime we can with the school stuff too, if they want something recorded in the auditorium. So
Yeah. Very community based.
absolutely,
Very community
absolutely,
based.
just trying to help out.
So I would strongly encourage anybody to come down on the 24th. Brian, I know we've kind of hit a few of the major points today. I just want to make sure to give you the floor. If there's anything that you want to say to the viewers or a last invite, feel free to go ahead and do so.
Yeah, I think just now, Community Media Day for Woburn Public Media Center will be on Wednesday, October 24th from 6 to 8. It's an open house, so anyone in the community can come in, and students, parents come in, and we'll, like I said, give tours of the studio, see the equipment that we have here. We'll have some refreshments. You can meet the staff if you have any questions. And it's just a fun event. I think you were here last year for our first one, and there were some elected officials that came by too, and so yeah, it's just a fun event. If anyone's interested or ever wondered what we do here and wanted to see the space, that's a perfect time to do it.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to
and getting here for
that.
anyone that hasn't in the high school. Do you want to just talk a little bit about the directions?
Yeah, so we're on the second floor of the high school at 88 Montvale Ave. You just come up the main staircase on the second floor and take a right down the hall, and we're on the left. So pretty easy to find. The door should be open that night. If you come during the day, you have to check in at the administration office because it's it's a working school. But nighttime,
as I'm
when
still
school's
wearing my
out,
visitor badge, right?
Perfect
Comment for that, right?
There you go.
I thought about that as soon as you said that. That's hilarious.
But when we have events that are after school, you can just come in. The doors are usually open. Just walk right up and visit us or give us a call. So hoping to see everybody on the 24th and to see what we do here. So I invite the public.
I'm excited to be there, and I'm excited to see the
about it.
turnout for, I mean, I think, like I said, it's a hidden gem, and people just need to know what's here and the resources that you guys have.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time, Brian.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Tyler.
Absolutely. Long commute back to the office.
I know.
And thank you all for watching today's show with Brian Ouellette. Remember, we all have one life to live. Let's all do our part. I'm your host, Tyler Gates. Join us again next time for another episode of the Woburn Spotlight.